So I said I tried out 2 stages in Mega Man 2.5D before starting my recording of the game for y'all. Now the first was of course Time Man, but the second is the stage we're going to be heading off today, and that would be Pharaoh Man. Because I am a Mega Man 4 guy, it is my favorite of the classic series games. Kind of a rare opinion, that. Everybody else says 2, 3, some people say 9. They're all fine games, but nope, Mega Man 4's the one for me. It starts out pretty fun, too. Pretty much just like it does in the NES stage, with all the scorpions popping out of the sand, try and give us some trouble here. And that brings one thing to mention here with Mega Man 2.5D, because, you know, a lot of these stages start out similarly to how they do in their NES or PSP counterparts, but honestly, this game's meant to be a greatest hits type of game. For instance, remember last time when we did the Quick Man stage? Sure, we dealt with the lasers, but we also had the Heat Man blocks just disappearing on us over a bottomless pit. That's not in Quick Man's original stage. And I don't remember a gate in Pharaoh Man's stage like this. Yeah, that kind of spoiled me to the fact there were secret paths even before finding that out in the achievement list. I know we're going to be heading back there sooner or later, and I know I'm not going to take out that bat we passed a little bit back. But yeah, here, take a look at this. We got some Concrete Man blocks from Mega Man 9. That's what I mean by this game being a greatest hits deal of sorts. It'll bring in elements from a bunch of other games. Again, though, I don't know what else other stages are going to have, because after this, we're pretty much flying blind completely. I will say, though, that in my first run of this stage, I got through it without dying, so if I do screw up here, I'm going to be kind of disappointed in myself. I'm also going to be disappointed in myself if I keep missing easy shots like that. But I will say this was recorded right after the Quick Man stage, so yeah, not at my best playing. You fall through the blocks that protrude, but those ones there that are not sticking out, those ones are fine to walk on. So don't think you have to jump to get that one up, because you did not. Come across a mini-boss, which kind of reminds me of one I think you fight in one of the Game Boy games. I want to say Mega Man 5. Every time it opens its mouth, that's when you want to start shooting it, because that's the only way you can damage it. But when it closes, that snake will fire 2 shots at you. So you better be ready to move when that happens. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. The dive missiles are easy enough to get around. But yeah, if you just take your time, you'll get through it pretty easily, although we've taken quite a bit of damage so far. I'm going to assume that's where the split paths would converge. Thankfully, when this screen scroll happened, it was not to a disappearing block section. I could do without seeing those for a long time. Don't remember what these enemies are called, but I am used to dealing with them in Mega Man 4, so they're not too big of a problem. At this point, I'm just like, no, we're not going to fight everything. There's no point to. Maybe we'll get lucky and get a health drop, just like that. Sure enough, we did. But, never was a fan of fighting those things. Oh well. Now, I know there's another mummy that's going to pop up here, so instead of shooting it from the other side and probably getting hit by its head again and again like we've been doing, let's play it smart. I know my hitboxes. Be very, very careful going for this. You don't want to jump up into the spikes. It did not happen to me either time I did it, but make no mistake, I was a little worried about that. Oh, and speaking of not jumping, don't do that here. You might get tricked into thinking you have to go above there. Nope. Don't. Lucky for us, we're back near full health, which should help because we're coming close to the end of the stage now. Just gotta be a little bit careful coming up because I think we're coming to the part where this is the last ride of the stage. But there is a bit of a cruel trick they play because they bring back the Concrete Man blocks for this. And you cannot jump on that first one, so you go for the second. And then be sure to shoot the bats down. It's the only part of the stage that makes me feel like we're playing a harder game than what this really is. But sure enough, just like last time, I made it to the boss in one piece. Now let's hope the fight doesn't go like it did last time, because in that one, wound up being a double KO, and ties go to the bad guy. That's not us. Pharaoh Man's one of those bosses that always gives me a little bit of trouble the first time I face him because I'm never used to his jump and shoot strategy. Those Pharaoh shot tosses always mess me up, but it's at this point I'm starting to notice a pattern. Yeah, it's a pattern of me getting hit, but did you see how when we were close to Pharaoh Man there that he just kept doing his little disco point strategy? Well, you know what? We're going to exploit that once things go a little bit south in this fight. Because sure enough, that's how it works in this one. Still haven't caught on yet, but I'm getting there. Don't you worry about that. It certainly beats getting all these orbs tossed at me and taking damage. But yeah, watch this. 1, 2, 3, shoot. 1, 2, 3, and jump. And 1, and 2, and 3, and jump. Also, I'm also noticing in this fight that, yeah, our Mega Buster is only doing 1 bar of damage instead of 2. So this is yet another bot that takes a different amount of damage. Oy. And I'm feeling pretty foolish after that comment I made in the first video. Oh well. What we're going to get from this fight is, of course, Pharaoh Shot, one of the weapons you can charge up. One of my favorite Mega Man 4 weapons, in fact. Just because you can glitch it. Let an enemy hit the ball above your head and then still having enough energy to throw it. But now it's time for our second stage vote. We've got a lot of bosses with the letter S in their name left, and we got one bot with T. I'm not sure which way you're going to go on this one, but don't worry, we're going to take care of all of them soon enough. Just tell me which one we're going to head off to next, and I'll get ready for that next time.